Welcome to Today in the Archive for February 25th. It is currently 2026. Going back in the photo archive, the earliest February 25th photo is me in my Enid First Assembly office on my iMac. And actually, kind of looks like I'm working on that bulletin for Enid First Assembly that was in the archive yesterday, the day before. And oh, this is mirrored. I was like, why is the mouse in my left hand? Um, yeah, interesting. I'm trying to remember what office this is because it feels more. I kind of remember which one it is with it facing this way, but facing the other way is kind of throwing me off. Well, anyways, this is in my Enid First Assembly office. I'm the creative coordinator. In this Forever 21 leather jacket, got this old iMac that I never used. I bought this for the aesthetics, and these OG Apple stickers. I wonder if I still have those somewhere. I think I do in a folder somewhere. This mini DV camera. I do wish I still had that. I wonder where that went. I guess I would have sold it at some point or something. But yeah, I definitely wish I still had that camera for my collection. And also, if I ever needed. How did I transfer my mini DV tapes? This camera actually might still be somewhere at my parents', I guess. I don't know. Got a Albert Einstein Think Different poster. I had a whole series of the Think Different posters. Also, you can see the reflection of the iMac poster that I had. That's 2009. This is also 2009. This is the mini fridge from my office, and it died, so I took a photo of its death. No longer working. 2009 still, and Eric and moved from New Mexico to hang out and be at the church with Constance, and man, so long ago. I'm like, I know all these people's names, but they're not fresh. I pull them from long-term storage. Sean, uh, Sean and Constance, they were their friends in New Mexico, and yep. So he obviously is going to eat this red chili. This is a now next year, 2010, no 2010. I mean, and I have an email from Steve Jobs because I had moved to Tulsa and I'm working at the Apple Woodland Hills, and uh, Steve Jobs sent an email to the entire Apple uh, company. But I did get a email from Steve Jobs before he died. This is me. That's not me in the photo, but I'm here working at the Apple Store. I took a photo of this just, I guess, because I liked this old guy in his outfit, learning to looks like use iMovie, maybe photos. Looks like iMovie. So that was probably just cool and adorable to me. Now we're skipping to the next year, 2011. This is whenever I am in my Craigslist trading era, and this is what I'm trading up to. this baby blue Vespa. So I think we're buying it. Yeah, we must be buying it this day because those are the helmets there on the counter. Those are the helmets that we got. So we must be talking to them about, doing the paperwork and all that. So on February 25th, 2011, bought this Vespa. I think we had to come back and pick it up though. They were going to service it, and I know that I have a photo of the day we picked it up. So 2012, and that's Riley, and I don't recognize that kid watching something on an iPhone 4. Oh yes, that's a Ron's, definitely a Ron's burger, a Ron's sausage cheeseburger. I could go for one of those right now. 2012, so same day. This is this is one of my shirts for that I made. Darby and Dash was my clothing company. This was one of my designs. It's Trail of Tears. It is the famous Trail of Tears Indian sitting on a horse statue that I made out of tears. And what is that store called? Not Ida Red. This is Stash. It was Mustache at the time, but it was MUST, Must Stash, and then they ended up dropping the must, and it just became Stash because mustache was absolutely a 2012 trend. They have a actually this might be made, because if this is the same store, this is not Stash. That's definitely made. Anyways, these are all Darby and Dash things here. Photos of what those are. The famous I Heart My City shirt there. Skipping to 2015, and we are just out taking photos, I would guess. Yep, this is the 21st Street Bridge in Tulsa. I do not know how I got up there. That is not an easy climb, and definitely not an easy way down. I still have that. Well, I don't have the bag that I'm wearing. I have the camera insert that goes in that bag that I'm wearing. And that's still my main tripod. It's sitting over there. Yeah, 2015. I don't know if it's brand new 2015, but it's 11 years old. Still rocking with that Manfrotto. Skipping to 2016, and now we are on our backpacking trip. And I don't know if I took this photo this day or if this is just the day it was saved because I was taking it on my camera, but most likely that's the day I took it because it's all in the metadata. So this is a glacier in Iceland. Beautiful. I am one of Harry Styles' top fans worldwide in 2020. Dang. So on the 25th, you know what's confusing about this Iceland photo is Iceland was our last stop on this trip. And so in all the previous days, we should have been coming across the other locations in 2016. I guess we'll see in the next coming days. Anyways, that's Iceland. And in 2020, I was in the top 1% of Harry Styles fans. Also, this is our Portland balcony. It was very nice to have a balcony. Didn't get to use it a whole lot, but because we didn't have furniture out there, and then once we did, it wasn't. I mean, we went out there in the morning and things, but uh, yeah, I'm taking a photo of this because I'm selling that table, and because we're moving in like a few days or a week. I think we drove. I think it was beginning of March. But dear Bernie, I'm a proud member of the 1%. LOL. February 25th, 2022, and I am now divorced and hanging out with Taylordia, wearing her Taylordia beanie. Probably taking this photo to send to her. Needed a shave. Here's divorce paperwork, February, so same day, February 25th, 2022. The settlement agreement, and Cody, here's the paperwork. You'll have to find a notary for your signature. Sorry, maybe ask Amber. I think she probably knows somebody. Anyways, let me know next steps when you take these to the courthouse, etc. Sarah. This was my dining room table. What it looked like. This is my journaling notebook. I still use not that notebook because that one's full, but that notebook and that highlighter. Those are all thanks to Sarah. She found those highlighters, and I agree they're the best highlighters, and I continue to use them. And she also found those notebooks, and I agree they are the best notebooks, and I continue to use them. I got a meditation cushion set for the church, and also because every Thursday morning I would host a meditation, and I did not host it in my apartment. I was just setting it up in my apartment to see what it looked like. February 25th, 2022, same day. Is this not? Oh yeah, it is a video. Oh, 17 minutes. What are we doing? This might be. I used to get high and then write stream of consciousness poems, but I decided for this experiment, let's stream of consciousness speak it. So, and we've been performing that in our head up until the point of pressing record. Pineapple express my feelings. So I'm not really stream of consciousness. I'm reciting what I just thought about. Do any of these words expel meaning? Also, movement, that somatic movement, and it really does help me process. The difference between the read and who's reading. I've never seen this before. This is the first time I'm rewatching this from 2022. There's so many videos from 2022 that I need to get off my phone and get on the channel, the archive channel. Determined to find the root of this feeling. Because this was heavy processing, like, it's out of, like, because 2021 was like heavy depression, grief, and I've come out of that in 2022. Like in 2021, I was like in a deep, dark well, and the lid was on, and then towards the end, the lid, was opening, and I could see a glimmer of light, and then I could see a beam of light, and then I crawled my way out of this deep, dark hole. And in 2022, I'm still processing a lot. I'm still processing grief, still processing the loss of Sarah, the relationship, the loss of the story of Sarah and I, the processing the loss of the hopes that will never be, and also rediscovering pieces of me and allowing myself to rediscover myself in all the ways that were hidden away because of being appropriately hidden away because of being married, and then um, and then inappropriately hidden away because of being in a codependent relationship. um, I'm now like unfurling from my cocoon and starting to uh, get my wings, get strength to my wings, and doing a lot of art processing like this, which, like, what I'm doing literally right now is a next iteration of this same process of doing it. And I'll probably look back at the videos I'm making 2026 in 2031 and be like, yeah, I remember whenever I was going through that, and there's no telling what the fruit of this is, because obviously what I'm literally doing is a fruit of this. I'm not gonna watch these whole things, but I just want to see what it is. Why? That's not okay. Looks like I'm mostly just thinking. I'm sure there's some things, but it takes a lot. To the voice. Yeah, creating words. Yeah, it takes a lot of work. So yeah, I need to export those and get them into the archive here. This is Pearl District. Actually, what building is this? Like, I remember this, but this place doesn't exist anymore, at least in this current form, in this form. And oh man, I forgot. I'm forgetting her name right now. First time I met her, she was was at Vitus, and she was wearing a really awesome all green outfit. I hate that I'm misplacing her name right now, but I need to move on. February 25th, 2022. So this is all the same day. So divorce papers, looking at that, doing this, going and dancing at. I need to look and see where this is. Oh, is this Center for Public Secrets? Okay. Yeah. That's Center for Public Secrets. Okay, that makes sense. So it's still there, but it does look different, because I mean this was 2022, but I don't know whose cat that is. There's a tall building, so this is downtown. Maybe John Grogan? That's probably John Grogan's cat. Needed some bread on the way home, I guess. I think. Yep, there's John, and we stopped and got us a Jimmy John's loaf of bread for like $1. You know, that's a pro tip if you're ever hungry and don't have any money. You can go into Jimmy John's and they will give you a giant loaf of bread for. I mean, it's seriously like $2. Skipping to 2023, so next year, this is the very, very beginning stages of working on Woman at the Well painting with Andrew Nimick. So these are the like very first, like the first images prompted, the first iteration of the prompt. Same year. Nope, next year. So 1 year later, just all these kids hanging out at City Church, a double backflip at Mercury Lounge. Is that David?
No,
yeah.
he's not.
Yeah.
No, you're on the ground. You're lying.
He's gonna
Literally.
double
Now
backflip.
you're lying. Now you're
He's gonna flip us off. Here he goes. He's gonna flip us off. Told you.
$2024. Not sure what this is. Yep. Probably gonna go ahead and delete that one. Shay and gang. I could think of all their names, but I don't want to sit here and almost had one. And that's 2024, so we went to Vitus that night. 2025, taking a photo in front of my photo because I did a photo shoot for, I was a model in a photo shoot for Black Optical, and they printed one of the photos large and had it in the front window for quite a while. And I really wish that they would have given that to me afterward, but it got thrown away, unfortunately. Very unfortunately, because I would love to have that. I should see where they get those printed. There you can see how much my hair has grown back. This is 2025, so literally 1 year ago. Look, this is 1 year ago. So I feel like that. I feel like that's good progress in the hair growth department. And then from there, we go to Mercury Lounge. And this is a pretty cool little video here. Am I signing books? Guess I'm just looking at. And then we're here to today. So that is. Yeah, I was about to say, I know there's a dog that walks up. Anyways, yeah, that is February 25th in the archive.